Hey coders, and welcome to episode 5 of our script service playlist on the Google Apps Script course. In this video we're going to be talking about the onFormSubmit trigger. So onFormSubmit is an installable trigger. There is no equivalent for the simple trigger category. However, onFormSubmit is a method that will fire whenever a form is submitted on the Google Forms itself, or whenever a record is received on a spreadsheet. So it hooks up to both spreadsheets and forms. Likewise, it takes a optional parameter, e, like all triggers, and that gives you just some more data and information on what caused the trigger to fire, and just some more metadata. Anyways, let's look at this method in the code in action now. Let's say you want to send a confirmation email after a user has submitted a form. So what we're going to use is gmailapp.sendEmail, and then we're going to pass in those three parameters. Our recipient is going to be the respondent's email. So this is how we're going to access that. We are going to get the event parameter, which again is going to be sent to us once the trigger fires. And then we're going to get the .response property, and this will return a form response object. So from that we can get all the methods. One of those is getRespondentEmail. The next one is subject. We're going to name it RSVP confirmation, and then the body is going to be thank you for responding to my RSVP. To edit your selections, please follow this URL. And then the URL is going to be the edit response URL that again we are getting from the form response object. So this is if the respondent wanted to edit any of their selections that they submitted on a form, they would just follow this link, which is going to be sent to them in an email. So again, this email is going to be sent directly from this account. So let's just set up the trigger now. So this is an installable trigger, remember, so it has to be accessed through the script app class. And let us say new trigger. Function name is going to be right here, send confirmation email. We'll hit quote, we'll hit paste, and then we'll drop down a line. And then we can use this for a spreadsheet for the trigger builder, for the form submit. However, this is for when a record gets implanted into the spreadsheet. So again, if we go into here, and by the way, this is our form right here. But if we go into responses and we can click this button right here that says create spreadsheet, this will automatically attach this spreadsheet to this form. And so whenever anyone hits submit, so if we go into preview mode, once they hit submit, it will send all their data into a spreadsheet, and then that is just one way that we can access this. So if we say, for instance, for spreadsheet, we can access onFormSubmit from that spreadsheet. But let's just do it the easy way for now and say for form. We'll pass in the key, which is also known as the ID, and here it is right here. We'll hit copy, and we'll paste that right in. We'll drop a line, and we'll do onFormSubmit. So here it is right here. And then we'll drop a line again, and we'll finish it off with create. So we'll have to save it, and we'll have to authorize it now because this is, again, an installable trigger, and we're going to authorize it for this account. This account is going to be the one that runs it. So anyways, we'll hit run. And it looks like we actually already have it all authorized, but if this is your first time, you will definitely have to authorize it. You'll get that pop up again. So anyways, we have our trigger set up. Now let's test it. So if we go back into here and we say email address, and we'll say davidtheweiss7@gmail.com. We'll say name, David. And then the organization, we'll just say David the Weiss, actually. Great, so what days will you attend? Let's say day 2 and day 3. Dietary restrictions, we'll say none. I understand, yes, I do understand that I have to pay money. Okay, now let's hit submit. And now this form just submitted, which means onFormSubmit, send confirmation email, this function just ran. So it just ran to the recipient, whatever that email address was. Obviously, it was me. And then it is now going to get the edit response URL. So if we go into our mailbox and we refresh it, and it looks like we got 2 emails. I wonder why we got 2 emails. Oh, it's probably because I had one set up, because I actually set this up and then as a dry run, and then I set it up again for when I'm actually recording it now. So that's good. We have 2 emails, and I guess they were both sent, so that's wonderful. But as we can see here, thanks for responding to my RSVP. To edit your selections, go to this URL. And if we go to this URL, indeed, now we can edit our selections. So that's wonderful. So guys, that is the on-form submit trigger. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.